Adams here with your Fantasy 50, brought to you by NFL Red Zone. During Monday's Fanball Fantasy Drive on Sirius XM Radio, I dished out my 3 biggest disappointments of this year's fantasy season, and one of those guys ended up being Chris Johnson of Tennessee. Now, obviously, I said it from the very beginning, it was going to be nearly impossible for Johnson to match all of the amazing numbers he put up just a season ago, and in all reality, he came up well shy of his goal of 2,500 yards rushing. It was kind of an all-or-nothing year for the third year back, and there is little worse if you are a fantasy owner. Half of his 8 games ended up with less than 70 yards rushing. In the other 8 games, he was rolling up an average of 125 yards. Furthermore, CJ2K saw an overall drop of nearly 300 receiving yards. The only thing that really saved his year for fantasy players was that he did manage a dozen TDs, which is really only four less than he had a year ago. So yeah, it was a disappointing year, especially if you took him in the first round, or if you were an idiot and took him over Adrian Peterson, something all of us here told you not to do. But let me clear this up. This isn't me telling you to avoid drafting him in 2011. No, instead, I still slot him as a top 5 tailback, and that makes him a certain top 10 overall pick in 2011.